Holiday Park, nestled in Hasloch, Germany, may be one of Europe's smaller parks, but it packs a punch with its three thrilling roller coasters. Expedition GeForce stands tall as one of the most iconic roller coasters in the world. So as a first-time visitor, I was thrilled to experience this park, and a half day was all it took to conquer all the rides I needed to do. Join me as I take you through my exhilarating day at this park, in this episode of TPH Europe. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to park number 3, Holiday Park, here in southern Germany. We're here today for one reason, and that's Expedition GeForce. I'm so excited to ride this insane mega coaster. It's been one of the top rides for years. We got a bunch of other rides here that we're going to check out first, and then we're going to head over there and spend the rest of the day at GeForce. So let's go check that out. We started our day by walking to the back of the park to ride Skyscream, the park's premier Skyrocket 2. While you can find this ride at numerous parks worldwide, this was my first 2-car Skyrocket 2 without the comfort collars. Say what you want about the comfort collars, but I feel that extra car adds a bit more power to the ride experience. While the lap bars are much more comforting, they just don't have the insane power some of the other Skyrocket 2s have. But for being one of the original Skyrocket 2s, it's still a great ride, and that queue is quite frightening. Surprisingly, the theming was really well done throughout the entire ride experience, and for Skyrocket 2 is greatly appreciated. Alright, kicked off today with Skyscream, and it's a fun little ride. It's one of the original ones. It was the second one to open, first one in Europe, so it's a cool part of history with Skyrocket 2s. So yeah, it's a fun ride. You can never go wrong with one. The queue is highly themed. It's just a good little ride, perfect for this park too. Another thing I loved about this area was the corkscrews from one of the park's former coasters, Super Warble, hanging above the pathways. And especially what makes this ride so significant is that this was the very first Vekoma coaster ever made. So we can thank these two little corkscrews for rides like Phonics and Tron Light Cycle Run. After this, it was time to freeze in the 45-degree weather and ride the park's log flume, Wiki Splash. This is definitely one of the better log flumes I've done. With its 3 drops, including the likes of a backwards drop and a double down drop, these log flumes are always a ton of fun. Well, the log flume's done. That was actually a good one. I love the double down drops. They're fun. I didn't get that wet, thank God, because it's 48 degrees outside. I'm freezing. Stepping into the park's indoor section, we were greeted with a plethora of fun family attractions. The highlight, though, was Tabalugas Achterbahn, a Sierra Force family coaster with charming theming inside of the main show building. This ride is a perfect blend of excitement and family fun, a true testament to the park's commitment to providing a diverse range of experiences. Well, this whole indoor area is actually really sick, and that little kiddie coaster is a lot of fun. The theming is really well in there. I love like the starry set inside of there. Really cool. Yeah, this is really nice. It's also heated inside, which I'm really appreciating. Yeah, just a really cool little thing to have here in this park. Next, we went outside and rode Anubis, the park's Intamin drop tower. It was a lot of fun. It provides great views of the park, so it's worth a ride whenever you visit. I didn't even know this park had a drop tower. I thought that was an observation tower the whole time, but it's a drop tower, and it's fun. You can't go wrong with one of them. That was really fun. But now we got all the rides we wanted to do done here, which means for the rest of the day, we're just gonna chill here at the reason why you come to Holiday Park, and that's Expedition GeForce. This Intamin mega coaster is known worldwide for being one of the greatest roller coasters in the world, as it won the golden ticket for being the best coaster in Europe over 10 plus years. The operations, though, were horrendous, with one train operating and roughly 5 to 7 minute dispatches every single cycle. Once I was on the coaster, it was a lot of fun. By far, it has one of the greatest first drops in the world. The airtime is really good on all of those hills. However, the trims in some sections definitely hurt the ride. And there are a few sections on this ride where it just feels like the coaster is meandering around to kill some time but get some good length. It is a great ride, and it definitely is one of Europe's better coasters. However, compared to some of these modern coasters today, it does not live up to the hype it once had. Well, it's done. The world famous Expedition GeForce. Honestly, the ride itself is awesome. The drop is incredible. But yeah, it's not, I don't have to come back for it. It exists. It's fun. It makes a park. Overall, Holiday Park is a fabulous park. However, you really only need 3 to 4 hours to ride the major rides. It took us around an hour to ride everything before GeForce, and then it took us another 2 hours to ride Expedition GeForce 5 times. So it's definitely a half-day park. What is nice is in 2026, the park is set to receive a Mock Rides Extreme Spinner themed to Tomorrowland. So we can expect something very similar to Ride to Happiness over Plopsaland Japan to come to this park, which makes sense because they are both owned by the Plopsa company, and I think that will do wonders for this park, especially since that is the first major coaster to open here since Skyscream, and that was over 10 years ago. Plus, it'll finally dethrone Expedition GeForce as the best ride in the park, as long as it's as thrilling as Ride to Happiness. So, when that opens, I highly recommend stopping by Holiday Park. If you've never been, then I would recommend stopping by solely for Expedition GeForce, but you definitely don't need a full day planned at this park. It's a good stop if you're visiting Tripsdrill or Europa Park, as it's just a couple hours away. But if you're not visiting either one of those parks, it's not a place I would recommend going out of your way for. But overall, Holiday Park is a great destination that I know will do wonders in the future. Alright, and that's a wrap. 4 rides, Expedition GeForce done. It's a nice little park. This park needs a lot more before I probably come back here. It's nice to get GeForce done, it's a really cool ride. But yeah, I feel like this park, it needs a lot more. It needs a lot more. Nice little half-day destination though. It's worth it to come for GeForce. If you're riding Tripsdrill, if you're going to Tripsdrill already, then just come to Holiday Park just for the half-day, knock out GeForce. It's a nice little place to go to. So yeah, that'll do it from here. We're leaving Germany, finally. We're gonna go check out Efteling in the Netherlands, probably the most anticipated park on the trip. So we'll see you there tomorrow. Never forget, follow the thrill.